right, the next thing that you have to do is section this design off into 6 sections. That means you need to make 5 lines separating the space. Now, given the way mine looks, I can either use a ruler and just kind of section it off how I want to, just kind of here, there, and everywhere. I can make stripes going all the way across if I want to. I can make horizontal stripes going all the way down. Or I can make curved lines showing my separations. Okay, I think I'm just gonna kind of plop the ruler down and put them wherever I see fit. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that my division lines fall outside of that 1-inch border, just so that I can see where they are, because it's gonna be one of those things you're gonna have a hard time seeing it if you don't do it that way. And I'm drawing mine a little heavier and darker so you can see them better. Put the next one maybe here. And all right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So and the last one I'll put right here. Okay. At this point, now I'm going to go through and I'm going to decide which section is going to get what color scheme. Okay. So if you think back to the color schemes that we discussed in the packet, you've got monochromatic. Okay. You've got triad. You've got complementary, and I'm going to abbreviate that. You've got analogous. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, warm and cool. Now, monochromatic is the one where you have one color and use black and white to go with it. Okay. What I would do is I would put that in a place first where you don't have a lot of shapes going on. Okay, so I'm going to put my monochromatic in this first section here. So I'm just going to write this down where I'm going to place it. And then I'm going to go ahead and choose my colors for this color scheme. So if my color scheme is monochromatic and I get to pick one color, and then I get to pick black and white to go with that one color, I will pick red. And then I'm going to get white and black with that. Okay, and so I make a note for myself. That way I remember what colors I'm using in that section. Okay, the 2 sections bordering that, if I picked red for this section, I want to kind of avoid maybe using too much red in these 2 sections. Okay, so maybe this one could be, say, cool colors, okay, because cool colors is made up of blues and purples. And then this one maybe could be analogous, and I would just pick colors that are not red. I would pick maybe yellow, green, yellow, and yellow, orange. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Cool colors here. All right, and that's blues, whoops, and purples. Okay, you get to use white here, so don't forget that. And then up here, I'm going to do analogous, and I'm going to do yellow, green, yellow, and yellow, orange, but I also get white if I want to use it. Okay, so the next 3 sections, if I used cool colors here, whatever's bordering it, maybe try to stay away from the cool colors. So maybe I'll go with something like warm colors here. And that's all reds, oranges, yellows. Okay, and you get to use white with that. Okay. And then maybe up here, I could go with something like complementary, 2 colors right across from each other on the color wheel, because it borders this blue section and it borders this yellow section. So if I want to pick complementary, maybe I'll pick something like red and green. So put complementary and I get red and green. Okay, but I also get white, remember. All right, the last section, all I have left to choose from is triad. So triad is going to go there. All right, and for triad, you get 3 colors an equal distance apart on the color wheel. So red, yellow, blue would work, violet, green, orange. Because of what I have going on there, I'm going to suggest red, yellow, blue. And you also get white in that section. Okay, now I'm ready to start painting. I'm going to go through and I'm going to work one section at a time and do all my mixes for this section, paint them in. And it's really paint by number. Okay, I'm painting in this section red. I'm painting in this section pink. I'm painting in this section white. I'm painting in this section a dark pink. So on and so forth. Okay. In order to map these out the way that I have, you are going to need to look back at the definition for your color schemes to figure out what colors you're allowed to use for these color schemes. You can't just pick any color you want. You have to use some specific ones.